Hello and welcome all Key Stage 3 students at St George's Academy, looking at the computing work that we've set for you over the next few weeks. And we're going to be looking most in particular at the Duke of York Award. Now, over the next few minutes, I'm going to be going through what exactly is the Duke of York Award, how to access it, and then obviously getting everybody started. So, first and foremost, what is the Duke of York Award? So we're going to go and have a look on their website, and it will go through and explain everything to us. I'm going to read it out for you. So it says the idea, which is the Duke of York Inspiring Digital Enterprise Award, known as IDEA, aims to equip people with the digital and enterprise skills. Wherever they are, on the bus, in the library, at school, or in the bedroom, people can access resources to inspire them for the future careers and help unlock their potential. Inspired by the Duke of Edinburgh Award, which has supported 8 million young people since its inception, IDEA helps young people learn how to make, create, build, and shine in the digital world. How IDEA works. So learners take part in a series of challenges in order to win awards. For every new skill and learning experience mastered, IDEA learners will be awarded a digital badge. Each badge carries a number of points. When participants earn enough points, they are awarded the Bronze, Silver, or Gold Inspiring Digital Enterprise Award. There are badges which can help you stay safe online, pick up tips and techniques on topics such as web design, cybersecurity, cloud computing, animation, and how to use colours in digital creations. Digital skills are all about developing the ability to tell a computer what to do, to make, to build, to get creative, and gain confidence. Enterprise skills set up for success in the world of work. IDEA helps equip people to be digital workers, makers, entrepreneurs, gamers, and citizens of the future. On the left here, you can see that it's got a statement there by the Royal Highness, the Duke of York, and it also says how well they have done since their inception in 2014 in getting young people up to date with the relevant skills in this digital world. Now, I'd just like to point out that if you are in Key Stage 3 and you don't look to take computing on at Key Stage 4 with either creative media or computer science, this will be a great way to bolster your CV to say that you have the skills available for a digital world, and you'll be able to put these down on your CV to help employers understand what sort of level of competency you have with computing. It's just as recognised nationally as the Duke of Edinburgh Award, so please do go through and try your best to get as many badges as possible and hopefully get awarded these bronze, silver or gold awards. So, next we need to have a look at how to get ourselves started. Now, this is best used in Google Chrome, so if you don't have Google Chrome already, I'd recommend that you do download it, but if not, it shouldn't make too much of an issue, but it is definitely optimised for Google Chrome. So you need to head to idea.org.uk. Once you're on there, you'll see this screen. If you haven't already, you need to click on sign up, and then you'll be faced with a series of options. Now, your nickname is going to be your school username, just to try and keep this memorable for you. So, for instance, it'll be 2 numbers, followed by 2 letters, followed by 2 numbers. So I'm going to try this on just a random one. So I'm going to go 08ZZ11. That'll be the same format for all of you. And then I'm going to put my date of birth as 10th of March 2008. And then my email address is going to be my school email address. So that is your school username at st-georges-academy.org. So for this one, it'll be 08ZZ11 at st-georges-academy.org. And then my password. As it says, it needs to be at least 8 characters, contain a symbol and a number. So I've got some suggested passwords there, which we're not going to use, but for this, I'm going to try and use something which is memorable to me, and that's going to be my dog's name, my favourite number, and then the exclamation mark. So it's going to be my dog's name, favourite number, exclamation mark, and then same again, making sure that we're putting in the same passwords twice. There's a little box at the bottom here to say that you agree to the terms and privacy agreement. Just make sure we click on that, and then we can go ahead and click sign up. Once you've done that, it may then ask us for some parent and guardian details. You're more than welcome to put whoever it is at home, if they've got email addresses, or you can put my details in. It's completely up to you, but I'm just going to show you an example one. So if we just said Dave, and then this is going to go to dave@gmail.com. This is just so that in case you need to reset your password, anything like that, or it requires any other details, then you can just put that in there as well. And then we click register. Then you'll be faced with this screen, as you can see on here. Now, what we're going to do, rather than begin, you can go through those, but I'm just going to skip and show you those other different bits and pieces on here. You can see that at the moment I've been awarded 0 points out of 250 for the bronze badge. And once I've got those 250, you'll be eligible for the certificate and the award. And then you've got the silver and the gold as well up there that you can see. Now, there are citizen, worker, maker and entrepreneur badges. And you can see as I go through here, they've all got different tasks on them. Now, as I go ahead and click on them, basically I'm going to look for the ones that I think are most interesting to start with, and then work through and go through after that onto different ones. So I'm going to click on fake news, because that interests me quite a lot. And you can see it says a little bit of an introduction to the task. It tells you how many points you can get for completing the badge, and it also then gives you a few keywords as to things that you might be looking to go through as you're going through the different tasks. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Start Badge, and it should start that up for me quite quickly. As it says in the bottom left there, best experienced in Google Chrome. So if you don't have Google Chrome already, I would suggest downloading it. It is free. Once you've got through this, you can then see it's going to start. There's a series of sounds that you can see in the background. I'm just going to turn those off really quickly. And then it'll give you a quick description of what you need to do. Make sure that you need to read all of this information before you start and go through all of the different tasks. Now, it says it'll give you a series of different things, and you can just click through, making sure you're reading all of the information, and it will go through everything. As you continue to go through, I do apologise for clicking through this quickly. It may give you a series of tasks to complete, and then obviously the more tasks that you complete, the more badges. And it will tell you all of these, and this is something for me to do now, and then you can click on the one that you think. It says, shock, as it's revealed, these 5 common foods may be harming us. And then you have to determine whether you believe that's fake news, so on and so forth. And then you can click on whichever one that you think that you might be most appropriate. And you can go through that as per the instructions on the screen. That is the same for all of the badges. It doesn't matter which ones that you want to go through. Depending on which ones you click on, some of them are slightly more difficult. So for instance, jQuery coding holds 15 points. It's very, very difficult. You get to have a look at different bits and pieces to do with coding, but it will be something that you'll have to sit and read through in order to be awarded the badge. These badges are not just given out to you, unfortunately. As this does carry weight, you can put it on your CV. It's a very, very prestigious award. There are some which will take a lot more effort than others, and you need to make sure that you are reading those through very, very clearly. If you have any questions or queries on that, please don't hesitate to get in touch. But as you can see, it's just there ready for you to go through. If you do forget your username or your password, I would suggest just following the on-screen instructions or setting it up again in your own personal email address is absolutely fine. And when you return back to school, we'll be having a look to see who's completed the most amount of badges. And we may even be setting a certain amount of badges to be completed over the next few weeks. As per your timetable in Key Stage 3, you should try to aim to complete at least 1 hour per week on this in order to maintain the same levels as if you were at school. So, let's have a quick recap on what it is that we were looking at. So you need to make sure that you go to idea.org.uk. Your nickname is your school username, that's and 2 numbers followed by 2 letters followed by 2 numbers. Your date of birth, enter it as normal. Your email address is your school email address, which is your username at st-georges-academy.org. Your password is then 8 characters, a mixture of uppercase and lowercase, at least 1 number, at least 1 symbol, and then as an example at the bottom there, I've put my dog's name, my favourite number, and an exclamation mark. And that means then that it'll be quite memorable for you, but difficult for somebody else to be able to get into or guess, especially if you're using those different symbols at the end. Finally then, good luck with all of those badge tasks, and please do keep us informed as to how you're getting along. We're more than happy to accept any questions or just a little bit of interaction over email as well. I will try my best to answer all emails at the same day, but if not, I'll certainly answer them all the following morning. Any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact. You know the school email addresses now. Please stay safe, and I'll see you all very soon.